I deserve the world, so I'm gonna give it to myself. I freaking love going on TikTok and seeing all of like the hashtag princess treatment videos. You know, it's like the guy buckling up the Tom Ford heels and the large bouquet of flowers arriving at the door and amazing, beautiful, lavish hotel stays with your man. And I thought about how much I adore these videos and just kind of essentially the entire genre of princess treatment. And I figured for all of my single girlies, I wanted to do an entire video on how to give yourself princess treatment so that you one day can also receive it and it not feel foreign to you. There's nothing better than aligning your actual life with the life that you want. You will eventually attract those things, and then when you do receive them, it's not gonna be like a shock to your system. Put it out into the universe, ladies and gents. Like, if we want princess treatment, we're gonna get it. And I do believe in that. And I have been told by many people in my life that I will receive it. They feel like a very strong sense of, oh yeah, Hailey's gonna have that life one day. And honestly, I don't blame them for saying it because I've been saying it for years. So I wanna give you guys all of my tips and tricks on what I am doing to give myself princess treatment. I have been doing it for a little while now, and let me just say, I feel great. I feel like I'm getting closer to meeting Prince Charming, and I'm not in a rush. I believe in God's timing, but while we are waiting for him to arrive, I am going to do it all for myself because I want to give myself the love that I once gave out to others and pour into myself to create the perfect woman. If you guys want to know how to give yourself princess treatment, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. Also follow me on Instagram. I let you guys know on there what's going on always, so please follow me on IG, and let's just get into the video. Okay, number one to giving yourself princess treatment is live like the girl who has a lot. You don't have to have a lot to live like the girl who has a lot. It's really a mindset shift, and it's also just kind of walking with this feminine, sexy confidence that cannot be measured up with. Pretty much just make self-improvement your number one priority. I feel like a lot of us struggle with truly doing the art of self-care. Like, you'll do little things here and there, like your hair and your makeup, but you're not keeping up with all things self-improvement. And it can be a little exhausting sometimes, but honestly, I have found the beauty in doing anything and everything that means I'm working on myself. I really do believe that the more that you start to live like you have a lot, you will attract more for yourself. You want to dress like someone who has a lot, and it doesn't mean that you have to do it on an expensive dime. You can dress beautifully on a budget, and if you want a luxury on a budget shopping video, let me know. You want to do your hair and your makeup, your nails, you want to look polished, you want to align yourself in places where other people are living good. You know, you can always find a country club or a upscale coffee shop or a lounge or something in your area that makes you feel more elevated and classy and just beautiful. That is true princess treatment. I have been elevating my life by going to more upscale places where I can meet not only wonderful men, but also wonderful women. I'm not just seeking out men, and I'm not even seeking men. I'm just aligning myself with the ones that I want. And I really just believe in just creating that lavish lifestyle for yourself, and it doesn't have to be something super expensive, and you can do it with a little bit of effort and research and just kind of figuring out, okay, like what places in my area do all of the cool people hang out. And I feel like I have gotten to a place in my life where I am independent, I work really hard, I do really well for myself, and I wanna start attracting people that are in the same headspace as me. I don't believe I'm gonna find them late at night at 2 a.m. at the bar or a club or, you know, at the Jersey Shore, which I do love going to the Jersey Shore. Don't get me wrong, I'm a Jersey girl through and through, but I need to, you know, use the Jersey Shore for what it's for, which is to get lit with my girls. But aside from that, I really do believe that if you put yourself in a predicament where you're acting like a woman who has a lot. Okay, well, where does she frequent? There's a couple places at the Jersey Shore, like little beach clubs and upscale restaurants that can be more of the vibe that you're looking for. So definitely do what's in your budget, but, you know, start frequenting those places, start living like the girl who has a lot, start acting like her. What does she look like? What does her routines look like? Remember, this is a mindset. It's a mindset shift of aligning yourself with affluent people. Business opportunities could be on the horizon for you, investments, and just meeting people who can create and help you with the knowledge of having a more beautiful life that you've always manifested and dreamed for yourself. Okay, number 2 for giving yourself princess treatment is intentionally date and also take yourself on solo dates. I've talked about this in other videos before. Solo dating is key. If you are struggling to take yourself out, it's now time to challenge yourself and to get rid of that anxiety. The best way to cure your anxiety of doing things is to just push yourself to do them until it feels normal. That's what I did. If you are someone who does drink, I would suggest to order a drink at a bar. That's a great way to start solo dating, and it will eventually warm you up to the idea. I also want you to start intentionally dating other people when you are ready to date. So if you're a single girly and you've been just kind of accepting every date, a coffee date, a cheap, Friday's date or whatever, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to start getting princess treatment and giving yourself princess treatment, you're going to intentionally date people who are giving you what you give yourself and what you are aligning with. So now in my life, I am no longer just accepting dates because I was asked on one, or even if the person is handsome. Is this person aligning with my views? Are they, living the lifestyle that I am providing myself with? And can they give me the experience that I give myself? If the answer is no, I'm not going on the date. That is it. I actually listened to this girl's podcast the other day, and I'll link it down below, but she was talking about intentionally dating and how she stopped just going on dates for no reason because it was just kind of creating an energy shift in her life where she was dating a lot of clowns and she was wondering why she felt like shit because everyone was encouraging her to date. And the truth is, yes, it is important to date and get the experience. But when you are ready to align yourself with that princess treatment and possibly marriage and things like that, which is where I'm at in my life, I am pretty much ready to be married. Like, I would like to meet someone to marry. The way that I am going to do that is by continuously just taking good care of myself and going on dates with people who I think align with the life that I am trying to give myself and that I am already living. So I want to just always date up and date, someone who can give me that life. And that is that. And there's nothing wrong with that because that's how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to be dating within, your standards and morals and values and boundaries and things like that. So to do that is to say no sometimes and to also solo date and frequent places that are beautiful, upscale, wonderful. There's a lot of really wonderful hole-in-the-wall places that you'll find people at. A lot of the single guys are out between Tuesdays and Thursdays around happy hour. They're getting out of work. So that's when less families are out. Yeah, guys, I just think it's important to intentionally start dating not only men, but yourself. Number 3 for giving yourself princess treatment is become good at the things that you will once hire people for. I really do believe that a reason why I am not a wife yet, and this is a God and Hailey kind of conversation, is because yes, I have achieved an immense amount of success in my life and I have, checked a lot of things off my list, but there are some things about me that just needed some wifey work. And one of those things was keeping a house together. I am a little bit sloppy, a little bit messy, and I've been working on that. I'm a little bit disorganized, and I'm just someone who sometimes, doesn't have a proper schedule. Sometimes I'll wake up at 9, 12, 1, 8 a.m., 6 a.m. I am just all over the place. So something that I've been working on to give myself princess treatment is I am working on not only keeping my house clean and cooking and taking care of myself, waking up early, and I'm essentially holding myself accountable for the things that I will one day hire people for. One day I'll have a house cleaner. One day maybe I'll have a chef. One day I'm going to have a personal trainer. But until then, I am going to do things for myself that those people will do for me and creating that wonderful environment for myself. How will I know if somebody's a good cleaner, a good chef, a good trainer, a good, tutor, if I am not doing those things for myself? And I really do believe in just becoming really good and multifaceted in all areas, which one of the things I would like to be multifaceted and good at is just being a good homemaker, somebody who can hold a house down with children and a husband and things like that. So that's what I've been working on, and it's been really a wonderful experience for me because I am capable, and I guess I just never thought I could be capable of doing things like this because I've always been kind of messy and disorganized. But the more that I just push myself and realize it's not necessarily something that you're gonna love doing or that you're good at, but you're going to just do it because you have to, because there's gonna be discipline in place to make sure it gets done. And that's what I've been working on. Number 4 is to buy yourself things and make it a habit. You want to receive flowers from a man, from Prince Charming? You need to get yourself flowers. give yourself the things right now that you want somebody to give to you. Whatever's within your budget, of course. I used to never really spoil myself. I thought it was kind of a foreign concept. I'm like, why would I do that for myself if somebody could just do it for me? But I can't wait on somebody to do it for me all the time. So I decided, let me give myself the things that I want to receive, so that when I do receive them, not only will I appreciate them, but I'm also kind of used to it and I know that I deserve it. I like to acclimate myself to a lifestyle where it just feels beautiful and right and healthy and supportive. And I want to give myself all of those things first. I want to give myself support. I want to give myself a healthy environment. I want to give myself love and respect. So that's what I've been doing. I've been treating myself to little things like, you know, occasionally I'll get myself flowers or I'll buy myself a little gift at the store. Sometimes I even write myself notes in my journal, like, you're doing wonderful and, you know, I love you and you're a beautiful person inside and out. And this is just a way that I've been receiving, you know, good things in my own life and feeling really good about it. So I feel like I am just giving myself that all around princess treatment and just giving myself the life that I will be so grateful to have with a partner one day. Number 5 to giving yourself princess treatment is to develop an extensive, beautiful hygiene routine. There is nothing better than just kind of getting your pheromones in order, your body in order. And I believe that the biggest form of self-love is to take care of your body, your scent, and your hygiene. It is so crucial and important. Whenever I think about me meeting Mr. Big, I like to call it Mr. Big because, like, I am a Sex in the City kind of girl. Like, I am. Listen, I love Aiden too, don't get me wrong, but I'm just a Mr. Big kind of girl. When I think and I close my eyes and I think of like what it would be like to have a Mr. Big, I think about, how do I look? How does my body look? What am I wearing? What do I smell like? And these are things that really are important to me because I believe that I am going to attract like that really sexy, grounded, hardworking, amazing man with all of that kind of radiating off of myself. So my hygiene routine is up to par. I've always been pretty hygienic, don't get me wrong, but the more, you know, I get into it, the better I get at finding, you know, interesting finds. Like, for instance, last year I kind of discovered perfume oils. I was very obsessed with perfume oils and it was just something that I noticed was going really well with my skin, and it was something that I wasn't really privy to and didn't know anything about, and now I know how important they are with layering scents and smelling good. And then I also really do like to scrub my skin good. I use turmeric and kojic acid to lighten certain areas of my body that I want to just look beautiful and perfect for myself, not for someone else. Don't get it fucking twisted. I like to do it for me. And I just take really good care of my body. I take good care of my feet. I wash my legs. And, you know, I just really am just in the business of taking care of myself. Yeah, guys, I just think it's really important to have a detailed, extensive hygiene routine. You don't want to be out at the grocery store meeting your Prince Charming and you stink. Like, you want to smell good. You want to be up to date on that. And I think it's important to just kind of prioritize that now. That is a form of princess treatment. And the last thing I think is really important for princess treatment, and I like to just always like put a little like fitness in there, because not only does it hold myself accountable, but it holds y'all accountable too. And I think that we need to romanticize working out and keeping our body right. I don't think it's important to be skinny to have that princess treatment and to find your, you know, dream person. But I do think it's important to be healthy and take care of yourself. When I envision my dream man, it's someone who is disciplined. Like, I really love the idea of a man who wakes up early, who works out, who works really hard, who does little things for himself right now. Like, whenever I just sit around and I think, oh my God, like, what's my husband doing like right now? Like, I know he's doing something good. Like, he's probably right now meal prepping before the gym. Like, what a good man. Love him so much. Love you, husband. But it's so true. Like, I really think it's important that we take care of our bodies and our fitness goals, romanticize our fitness journey. I now am in the place in my life where I don't look at fitness as a deterrence or a hindrance or a burden. I really look at it as an asset to my life. I get to move my legs and arms and I'm healthy. Oh my God, it feels so good. And I never go to the gym, leave and regret it, literally ever in my life. So I always remind myself of that when I'm feeling like I'm falling off the wagon a little bit. I say, girl, you never regret working out. Like, it always feels good. You're always like just really energized and happy. And that is something that I really think is important. And a great way to kind of give yourself that princess treatment is to, you know, maybe go into different classes, Pilates, bar, Zumba, yoga, hot yoga, like things like that. There's also like this class, because I go to Lifetime Fitness, called like Alpha Fit, and it's like for like heavy heavy lifting and things like that. And I just think it's really great to romanticize your fitness routine and your regimen. That is a form of princess treatment. Taking care of your body, taking care of your health, getting your heart pumping. There's a lot of benefits to working out, ladies and gentlemen. It also helps with depression and anxiety. So if you're kind of suffering from mental health issues, that is something to consider. And I just think it's a great way to give back to yourself in the best way possible and get it into a routine where you feel good. Like you don't feel like it's a suffering situation, like you're unhappy and you're mad that you're doing it. Like, no, like I ain't mad when I'm working out, babe. Like I'm just never mad. Like I feel good. Sometimes I go begrudgingly because I'm tired or I worked really hard that day, but I always remind myself when I'm on my way, like, you're gonna love this workout. It's gonna be amazing. And I always do. So that's the truth. Okay, I hope those little tips helped you guys in kind of kickstarting your princess treatment journey. Listen, while we are waiting for Mr. Right, we can just kind of give ourselves that life right now. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. And I think that it's a perfect way to align ourselves with the life that we deserve, with the life that we want. And so that when we do receive it, it's not like super like, oh my God, for me? Like, of course for me. Like, thank you. Like, I really appreciate that. And I just think it's a great way to not only boost your self-esteem and get your life together, but it's also a great way to align yourself with people that you want, okay? You might bump into Mr. Right while you're working on yourself. Never forget that, babes. Keep yourself together, take good care of yourself inside and out, be a kind and good person, and one day, this will all pay off. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching today's video and just kind of hanging out with me. Let me know down below any other video ideas you guys want to see from me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone. Mwah.